He seems like if he were to walk into a room, he could be the life of the party.
Honey, if Chris is the life of the party, that party ain't popping. I'm sorry, it's not. Hello everybody, welcome back to Taste of Reality. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Married at First Sight, season 14, Where Are They Now? Before I get into it, please make sure to like, damn it, my computer's about to die. Hold on. Baby, just like this show, my laptop is on its way out. Good God. Before I was rudely interrupted, I was saying please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment down below. All right, so I'm not really gonna go in chronological order. I'm just gonna talk about the things that stood out to me. Of the couples who are still married, it seems like most of the issues that they're having are housing issues. So with Noi and Steve, Noi still has 6 months on her lease and she's still concerned about the condition of Steve's apartment, basically saying it's not conducive to raise a family. And then with, so I almost said Steve and Katina and Olajuwon, they are having an issue with being in too close proximity with each other.
It's like when you hang out with a friend all the time and it's just like, I've seen you and I need a break from you, like that type of thing.
You telling me I'm too much?
I want to know why he gave up the house, because if the house was already paid off, why did they give it up? And then now they're kind of like scrambling in this small space. If somebody knows, because I forgot the reason, please let me know in the comments down below. So Olajuwon and Michael meet up with Jeff D from the first Boston season. And honestly, I'm not quite sure the contents of the conversation. I wasn't quite paying attention. But I did notice that Michael still has his ring on.
You make sure that she takes some type of accountability.
I just know if I talk to her, I feel like it might turn into some type of argument, which I kind of want to avoid.
One more conversation won't kill you.
For two people who could not get along romantically to save their lives, I was shocked to see that Michael was still wearing his ring. It wasn't there by the end of the episode, but the fact that he was even still wearing it past decision day is a shock to me, if you ask me. Lindsay is back in town to sign divorce papers, and during their signing process, she does apologize to Mark for the things that she said and the things that she did, and then Mark actually credited her for enhancing his life.
I felt bad that you had to see it and hear it. I felt embarrassed that I embarrassed you.
I got so many good things in a way that had I been with someone else, I might not have become the person I am today.
I know in the comments some people were saying, but Queen, she did have a big hand in, elevating his lifestyle, changing his eating habits, helping his home situation, which is true. I just find it funny when a person takes it upon themselves to give themselves that kind of credit. Like, it takes a special kind of person to be like, you wouldn't be here without me. Ooh! But hey, even Mark believes it too, so that's something. Mark has been set up with Steve's sister's co-worker who believes that, the sister believes that Mark wasn't given a fair try and that her teacher co-worker might be a good fit for him.
Wow. She loves to play pool. Are you a pool player?
I have played pool.
I think, if you're up for it, you should give it a shot.
Since we're already sort of talking about Steve, let's stay on him for a minute. He volunteers himself and Noi to take care of his 3 nieces for a little bit to kind of set some reality in for Noi that 3 kids is a big task. And before I even show the clip, right, it's weird to me how almost condescending and patronizing Steve is when he talks to Noi. I understand that, some things like it really takes a lot to rationalize for Noi to understand, but now I'm kind of seeing why Noi would want to push back on the things that Steve says. Because if you're talking to me in a patronizing tone, I'm going to want to stand my ground just for the sake of I don't like being told what to do. But then also we've experienced Noi's childish behavior, so I can see why he talks to her in that manner. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. They planned a day for the kids just to see what life would be like in a household of 5.
It does give me a glimpse of what life will be like when we are actually parents, so it's food for thought.
Do you recognize how much effort that takes? Like, are you giving that some thought?
I mean, realistically, setting up some games for 3 kids who've already been raised by other people is not that difficult. So I don't think it's that big of a lesson to learn. However, Noi did concede on her decision to have 3 without any negotiation. Right now, she's saying she's okay with 2 and then potentially 3 in the future. So speaking of games, Mark's date with Steve's sister's coworker meets him for like an adult jungle gym kind of date. And honestly, it went very well.
You got it, Mark.
Okay.
All right, put your hands through this hole. Other guys, I feel like it's hard to keep the conversation going, but with Mark, everything just seems a little easy and relaxed.
Maybe we should do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think that sounds like a good plan.
Okay. All right.
Although they left hand in hand and they had a really good time, Mark right now says he's in a place to take things slow in dating in general. I think he has some PTSD in dealing with Lindsay, and honestly, who wouldn't? She's a lot to handle. But yeah, he's open to the possibility of dating, but he's going to take his time with it. Some of the people who are also back in the dating scene are Chris and Alyssa. So Chris had a date with Olivia from the New Orleans season, and he flew her in, child. I'm pretty sure it was production, but he flew her in.
I am flying her up to Boston so we can go on a true, regular, normal first date.
Flying to a different state is not what I do on a regular basis when I'm asked to come on a date or to dinner.
Yeah, I'm glad that you came.
They both shared their basically marriage trauma. I don't really think they bonded on much else that we saw than how badly their marriages went. But at the end of their date, they said they still want to see how things go. And Chris invited Olivia to the couple's getaway at the end of the episode. Now with Alyssa, she went on a date with Ryan, who was from the Houston season. And we finally find out that really she was sleuthing for this man, okay? Because she had watched the season. She had already put it in her mind that she likes this guy. And that's probably the reason why she never gave Chris a proper chance.
When I was seeing you like skeet shoot and like ride around on your 4-wheeler at the ranch, and I was like, I want to do that. Like, why am I not there?
Because you live in Boston?
I know.
In my opinion, the way that she was talking about Ryan, it almost seemed like she wanted this experience, as she was referring to as the marriage, so that she could open up her availability to somebody like Ryan, or potentially to any suitors going forward. Because who was Alyssa before the show? We didn't know her, but now she can reach out to Ryan, who she just admitted she was a fan of, because now she's been on the show. Listen, the girl just needed a platform because she had a plan.
Right. I don't give a damn. I just needed the platform. Right. I had the plan. Right. I know how to get out the deal. Right. Right. Like, all I need is the platform.
Plan or not, the vibes were great between them. I think I felt more chemistry between them than I did Chris and Olivia, but that could also be due to the fact that their date was more activity-based, whereas Olivia and Chris were just eating. There's really not much chemistry that you can pick up from there. They don't seem to be that outgoing type of couple to begin with, but their energies are very similar, and I can see them making a good run. Maybe not super long, but I could see them being around for a little bit. With Alyssa, as the getaway approaches, she finds out from the other men in her season that Ryan is friends with Lindsay, has a rapport with her, and according to Lindsay, he's after her.
She FaceTimed you or you FaceTimed her, like that doesn't matter
She's
to me.
Instagram videoed me twice. I was dishonest about it?
Yes, you've never told me that you speak to her. Never. Lindsay tells people that you are trying to get with her.
I can be friends with whoever the I want.
One thing about Ryan, he's going to talk to other women. Okay, he is consistent about one thing and one thing only. You're not the only one. But yeah, she revoked his invitation to the getaway. I mean, rightfully so, that would have been awkward. But I'm just wondering, what was the point of this to begin with? Obviously, this whole episode is heavily produced, we can tell. But why would Ryan come back just for this outcome? Was it relevant? reasons. Okay, none of my business. At the getaway itself, the notable things that I want to mention was that Olivia was received very well by the other castmates. Lindsay, not so much. And Mike and Jasmina are still fighting over who liked who more.
The first thing you said was, I didn't try, which was an insult to every single thing that I ever did.
I felt like after decision day, I felt like the effort wasn't there.
I hit you up every day. Not once did you pick up a phone to text me or call me.
Okay. These two confuse me because like every single argument they have is almost baseless. The initial argument they had was that arguing is inevitable, and then it was about tone, which they both possess, and now it's about them both putting in effort that they both denied the other put. I've never seen such childish behavior in my life. You're fighting about fighting, and then you're fighting about something that you guys both do to each other, and then you're fighting about the lack of effort when you guys are both claiming you put it. Like, it's exhausting, these two. Honestly, I'm glad that they've decided to call it quits, because anybody who had to be in the vicinity of this relationship probably would have been exasperated just witnessing their marriage. They have decided to be cordial, even though they're going to go their separate ways permanently. Other people who decided to be cordial are Lindsay, Steve, and Noy, because if you remember at the reunion, Steve was very put off by Lindsay and that she says things about everybody's business and he doesn't appreciate that. So basically she took the time to apologize and they mended fences.
Do you hear where he's coming from though? They think he's asking for you to take some accountability.
I'm so happy for you. You got exactly the goal.
I appreciate the apology. That's all I've been asking for. I went into this conversation expecting no apologies.
Yeah, I hear you.
Along with them, Chris and Alyssa also buried the hatchet. Alyssa admitted that she could have handled the situation better. However, this outcome is what she wants for the both of them. She wished him and Olivia well, and that was that. That was the Where Are They Now. Just a little sidebar of the Where Are They Now. Ari Lennox and Keith from season 9. Honey child, I never expected it. I never expected it.
I feel happy, I feel grateful, and I feel fulfilled. I'm happy because I never expected it, but God gave it to me.
But I'm here for it. I am. It's a vibe. It's a vibe, okay? That is all for Married at First Sight Boston. I know they're doing Married at First Sight episodes up until July 6th. We will not be talking about those. Even the meet the couples before they whatever, no. Not doing that. We're just going to start July 6th with everybody else. So stay tuned for that. As always, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. I'll see you in the next one.